When I'm working, that's where I love to be. I love to be on a set or in a theater. But when I come home, when I'm done working, when I'm done with the job, I have all this energy. And back in the day when I was in my 20s in New York theater, we'd all just go out and drink all night. Well, you can't do that, at this age. So I found that I could put all my energy into volunteering. And of course, I find myself overextended. I have a lot of things because if they hit all at once, it gets a little overwhelming. So I'm learning to, portion up my time more. And work and my family is a priority. But I do find the time, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, to send out the emails or whatever like that.
It started for me consciously with Girl Scouts, because what I got out of it, which is what I'm sure the communities that are new to Girl Scouts, is a sense of community, of service, and of how to find your path toward giving.
I also like to think, and y'all both touched on this, that giving as an actor or actress is giving. My teacher used to always say that, and my gosh, we work for free all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, Frances and I produced an entire web series for nothing, and and we just did a short that's winning all these awards, and we have no guarantee that we'll get to do the feature if it's made into a feature, but we wanted to work together, and we liked the story, and so you make decisions to give of yourself and your talent all the time, every day, and helping women directors and helping women writers.
You can lead something, or you can be boots on the ground, and I do that a lot. Signing petitions. I hope it's important, to be one more name on a list, and then you get up to 100,000 or 1,000,000, and then you start talking to your friends about it, and you get them on board, and finding out what's important. Now, there are some friends of mine who are single cause people, and they're amazingly effective. But for me, I see so many things that mean something to me. I want to be part of all of it.
So when it touches you tribally, we talk a lot about granular when you're dealing with details, and that's important, and some people are great at it. We talk about globally when a cause is something that you recognize connects you to everybody else, and it's why the war and the refugees in Syria have an impact on us now, because we live as global citizens. The media has allowed us to do that. But I think a lot of what really makes us make choices and move forward is if it hits our tribal impulse.
Yeah.
So you'll know what tribes you're part of. We're part of a lot of the same tribes. We just intersect with our personalities and our passions. And when you feel that, when you know it, that's what will keep you going when you feel the fatigue. Take the breaks when you need it, be able to pass on the baton. But tribal, as I'll call it, glandular, way down deep, is as important a motivator as anything.
I tell you, as a struggling actor, I didn't have two nickels to rub together for so long. The idea of actually being a philanthropist, that word still, it's like opera and Shakespeare. I just can't even imagine that those words are part of my life. But I remember when I finally started whatever making it is, and my husband and I said, well, it's time for us to start donating to charity at the end of the year. And I'm telling you, my hand was shaking like a leaf. And I didn't want to write those checks. I didn't want to write them. I was just like, oh, I can't. What if?
I think every human being on the planet has a moral obligation to make the world better.
I don't think if you're famous that your opinion counts more than others. Your opinion doesn't matter, your actions do.
Certainly, I try with every project that I do to be an instrument of change.
Something that any organizational behaviorist will tell you is the way to get the best out of the people that are working with you and together is to understand who's an extrovert, who's an introvert. One of the best things that I did for myself was to learn a bit more about the opposite personality from mine. And opposite's not the right word, but the balance to mine being an extrovert and knowing that I was an extrovert and always having that as an asset.
There's no trip to Europe I could have taken. There is no Broadway show I could have gone to see or any spa that I could have gone to that would have made me feel so good. And I got it. I got that that's what giving is all about.